Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Join today for the Better Business Bureau here in WI, Wisconsin. My friend Tiffany. Tiffany, welcome back to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming back. This year, we've explored sharing information about businesses to help them with various topics. And today's business topic is going to be 5 ways small businesses can improve cash flow. Ding, 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 ding. Cash flow. It's where it's at. That's what it's all about. No, it's not. It's about providing good service and everything else. But it's cash flow too.
Running a small business sometimes operates off of tight margins, and every dollar that comes in counts. So you need to be able to conserve cash flow to pay for those products that are coming in, as well as pay for your overhead, your employee costs, your insurance, everything that comes with it. So the first thing that you want to do is reevaluate your pricing structure, especially if you haven't done so lately. We've experienced years of inflation the last few years.
It's like, yeah.
Rapid inflation. And if you haven't adjusted to account for inflation, you may want to do so. However, before you do that, do a market comparison. Shop your competition. You don't want to be higher than your competition, but you want to be competitive with your competition. So really take the time to dive into that, and ultimately that can help your cash flow, especially if you're selling products for more than you have in the past.
Do you guys suggest, do you reevaluate by year, by month, is there a magic number as many times to do that?
An annual comparison, an annual study is great. Kind of get on the topic, and you can adjust either way too. If the cost of your products go down, or maybe you're buying more in bulk so you can charge less, that might be a way to adjust too. But if you need to adjust up and you haven't done so and your cost has gone up and you haven't passed that along to the consumer, it may be time to adjust your pricing structure.
That's a hard thing too. It's not easy for a small business to make those changes because every penny counts to make that work. So another tip you have here is streamline payment and make it easier for your clients to pay. Cut the middleman out.
Make it easy for your clients to pay. You don't want to let them have struggles in paying. If it's an online portal, offer an online portal through your website. Work with your website developer. Send those invoices via email versus postal mail. Not only will you save time, but it should go to the person who pays the bills and make it easy for them to pay. For your customer, do you have an e-commerce site that they can pay online? Do you accept digital wallets? Explore the different payment options. You don't want to lose a sale because a customer can't pay.
It's been interesting. You got all the pumpkin patch stuff going on right now, and think of all the years where you paid cash or wrote a check, and now you're doing that digital payment because it's just faster and it's what the consumer has.
You do want to be careful though. You want to make sure that those digital payment platforms are set to private. You don't want to share the public feed. And you also want to make sure that you're exchanging money with people that you know, not strangers.
Yeah, definitely check it out. And two, you got to watch out for those service fees as well. I see some businesses now say, yeah, well, you can pay more with your card or you can pay less with cash. I don't know the legality of that, but something.
Some small business owners are passing along the credit card fees to the consumer, so there may be an upcharge to pay with a credit or a debit card versus another form of payment. So before you make your payment, make sure that you know exactly what it's going to charge you by using a certain form.
Yeah, absolutely. And you kind of mentioned a little bit of it, but updating your equipment too is part of this. So if you do take electronic payment, that stuff changes quite frequently, but updates on anything is a good thing.
Better technology can make you more productive in the long run. And if you lease a product, you can upgrade more often. So usually the upgraded equipment has faster productivity out of it. So take a look at the options to buy versus lease. Usually when you lease, you get a maintenance plan with it, and you're never spending money to fix equipment because it comes along with the lease.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you got to check into, as mentioned, and renegotiate supplier contracts. Another good area to, again, things change.
Once you've been in business a while, you may have a history with the supplier, and the supplier can offer you better pricing based on the number of units that you're purchasing or maybe your paying history. They also may offer you terms. When you pay a bill, you may have 60 or 90 days to pay. That's something that you can negotiate. And you should also look for other suppliers in the area. Maybe start small with them, but perhaps they can give you a more attractive offer than your current supplier.
It's a lot of information. And then the final one, focusing on your marketing. Probably the toughest thing for any business is marketing, unless you're a marketing company maybe, but it's a lot of work.
Two things that you can do is either increase your profit margin to make more money or increase your number of customers. To increase the customers, you need to increase your marketing. So make sure that your website is up to date. If you don't offer an e-commerce portal, make sure that you have an e-commerce platform where you can sell your products online, and really take a dive into what type of marketing you're doing so you can capture more customers.
All right. Well, if people want to find out more about business tips, tricks, or how to bring in the green, so to speak, or plastic, I don't know, or whatever it is, how can they do that?
Head on over to bbb.org. We have all the content that we talked about today, amongst many more topics.
All right, Tiffany, thank you so much. Appreciate the help, and hopefully some small businesses can bring in, again, more cash flow.
Thanks for having me today.